So we had a very pleasant pregnancy.
Yep.
Yeah, everything went smoothly. Due date, Gigi was supposed to be
late October
or early November. Yeah, and then that's when we decided that before all of that happens, then we need to pay ilobola. Yeah, so we did the whole process of sending the uncles, and
letters.
we sent letters to confirm that we'd be coming. And I remember Kastwana. Yeah, apparently lobola is a big deal. I didn't know. Up until then I had never experienced it. I remember my uncles called me and sat me down and said, if you don't have money, then don't do this. I was like, I've saved up enough, what I think is enough for lobola. I guess it's just to show them that I can take care of their daughter, and but all other expenses that were not told to me, that were supposed to be on me. There was a taxi that was hired out to take all my uncles and aunts. There was cars. There were 3 cars. There was food for everyone, all of those, and drinks. All my uncles drink. All uncles drink.
The suitcase for the makoti.
The dress that they were going to, because you had to leave your house with a dress that we made for you, and there was a lot of things that I did not foresee. Now I thought you just send them and give them a check and said, we are here for your daughter. Here's the cash, or whatever the case is. Your dad was very happy. He came to me and actually shook my hand and said, I had my doubts about you, but you showed me how much you respect my daughter, and for that I thank you. And that honestly made me feel very proud. I was very proud. We went there, they changed you, we had a very, very delicious lunch, courtesy of your mom.
All I remember is that morning I was like, I need my friend here, which was Tina. And thank God she arrived very early. I'm very grateful for her life. I had my aunts and my uncle and my the whole shebang, black families. I had my grandma, who means the world to me, and I had the important people around me. But around 3 o'clock, guys, remember the day before, it was hectic. There was baking. There was Osmomo coming to fetch the flour to go bake at her house. There was this and that. There was stoves. There was
like a wedding.
Yes, there was mkomboti that had to be made. Yeah. And then at 3 o'clock, the Saturday of the 24th September, I woke up. I was heavily pregnant, like a month or 2 months away from giving birth. And I was like, why are you guys sleeping? It's 3 o'clock. I was like, why are you guys sleeping? Someone go wake up my aunt. Like, why? And my aunts were like, they only woke up around 5. Can you imagine the stress levels of a pregnant woman that time? I was so annoyed by everyone. I ate a lot during my pregnancy, but that day I didn't feel hungry at all. I was so anxious, like I was hoping everything would happen smoothly, because I've never experienced such a lobola before. Because like Basotho, how we do it is that there'll be like maybe 4 delegates from each families, and 4 uncles, and like with us Basotho, like women are not supposed to be within they're not yes. So it was a new thing to me. So we Manchi and I, we already had like, okay, we'll have lunch, a big lunch, invite our people that we love over, and
I was in the taxi there waiting, and I was waiting in anticipation, bated breath and all. Like, And then I remember my mom coming out and saying, "Uom, are you sure you want to get married?" Like, these people, they are unreasonable. Hey, I can remember that's what you are here for, to negotiate. So go and negotiate. And he's like, "Hi, Uom, maybe we should just go back home." Are you sure you want to get married?
And no, like,
and it was so hot. Yeah, it was so hard. I remember asking her, "Bona, go back in there and do whatever it takes." But today, when we live here, we are living the munch. Like, I cannot leave her here because I promised that I'm going to take her. We're going back to Pretoria, and then we're gonna have Gigi go Pretoria. So I'm not gonna be able to leave her here because once tradition is involved and the elders and stuff, I can't just call you and say, "Hey, so we're gonna Pretoria," and yeah, I can't do that. So we needed to make sure that it's sorted right there and then. The sigh of relief came when all I heard was what do you call it? Ululating. Ululating. And you're coming out, and then I was summoned to come and join them. Then everybody was dancing. It was like, it felt like a wedding. It feels like a traditional wedding.
Yes.
That's what happens.
It was so beautiful. I also remember being someone to come in. I was like, my uncle came, and apparently Abtifolik was the one who said, "Guys, please be reasonable. Koketso wants to live here with his wife, please." And apparently he was even crying.
You know, I should thank him. I did not know that. If you see this video, Chaliki, thank you very much.
It was like, please, these people love each other, blah blah blah. You know, there's always that good one, that good uncle, and there's always that
voice of reason.
Yes, and there's always that difficult one. Yes.
Oh, that one that you just want to say, "You know what, uncle, marry your own niece." That's how you're going to be.
Yes, and I remember being someone, and he came, and he came to ask us and the girls to walk me to the where you guys were seated, where the negotiations were happening, and we went, and I remember feeling this overwhelming feeling and happiness at the same time. And I was like, "Guys, I've never done this before. I've never been pregnant, and I've never been married before. It feels so amazing. God, thank you so much." And in my heart, and I remember seeing Manchi's mom, and she was all teary. And my mom was standing by the wall. She was also teary. And my Rakari Mami started doing the clan name. What is blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh. And then Manchi's mom came to hug me, and she was like, "Oh, come on, Papa." And I didn't know that it was allowed. Like, I wanted to greet them both, but I didn't know if was it gonna be too forward of me or And then she's like, Papa, and I went to Papa. Papa was also teary. Manchi's aunt went back with me to the bedroom to change for the attire that I was wearing, and they
brought your new attire,
and the thingy over the shoulders. And it was so hot.
I remember the bump was here. The dress, you should see it now. Maybe you should wear it now. It
was flipping hot.
It was heavy.
Material.
Because they kept saying it needs to be proper quality. Even after whatever number of years, it should still remain
the same.
Yeah, you should look at it after years and years and still remember the day, reminisce of the day. After that, we had a long 3-hour drive back to Rustenburg.
My feet were this big.
Yes, and then
remember how emotional it was, leaving my family. Everyone, my cousins were crying. My nieces and they were crying. My firstborns, and they were like, "Who's Alexa?
They managed to message you are living there forever, like you're not gonna be coming back."
I think it's because like now you're your priority is with this family, this new family, and yes, I think that's why. Like,
I should remember that part. And priorities.
Yes, I think it's because like things now change. Like they can't get hold of you as they used to.
A month before the actual lobola negotiations and sending over of the uncles and stuff, we decided to have a gender reveal party. We had been to the doctor, yeah, we followed the procedure, we got the doctor to write down the gender of the baby and then put it in an envelope which we gave to the lady who made our cake, and then the sponge inside
Was going to be relevant to the gender.
Yeah, pink for girl or blue for boy. And then we invited a couple of our very close friends. And then, yeah, it was a very lovely day. In the back of my mind, I knew that was the day I was going to. I mean, it was already official. Like, we knew that my uncles were going to go visit her family, but I also wanted to do something nice for us. Yeah, because I know my person is a hopeless romantic. Sure.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so I wanted to do something that, yeah, that would be romantic for her as well. So when the time came for us to cut the cake and actually reveal the gender, just before then, I gave like a short speech of how much my life has changed and how much I will give.
I was very nervous that day. I remember being very nervous when we were giving
because
the speech.
because you were hoping for a girl, and yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you wanted a girl, and I had a chance to see, because when we were driving to the venue where we had the party, I was driving there, my friend Neo and his wife Bibi, and then I don't know what happened, but there was a little smudge.
It was very
melting.
hot.
Yeah, it was very hot. Yeah, and then there was a little bit of the cream on the outside of the sponge that was covering the sponge melted a bit, and we below could see. So instead of patching it up, she calls me to say, Bona, so what do I do now? I was like, you're not supposed to show me, you're supposed to cover it up. Now you spoiled it for me. I can't act surprised when we actually cut the cake. But yeah, we mended it, and then we tried to keep it as cool as we possibly could, and then until we got to the venue. And then we put it in the fridge, and then yeah, it was fine. And then the time came for us to cut the cake, and she was there, all nervous but looking very beautiful. My wife was the most beautiful pregnant lady ever. You would complain about your nose, you would complain about your feet. I used to call her feet Godzilla. Like, they were huge, but she was beautiful. So yeah, we're just about to cut the cake, and I'm like, okay, wait, hold up. Before we cut the cake, I actually have this to say. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. There's only one thing that I can think of. Yeah, happier than I am right now. And that's Eve. Nobody else except my desk, Kansana, my bestest best friend, knew about this. Loretta did not know as well.
Really?
She didn't know.
Okay.
Nobody knew except my desk. Because my desk was the one who advised me on how to get the ring size. He was like, take a thread while she's sleeping and then tie it around and then just make a mark with a pen. Yeah, from there, and that's exactly what I did. Now the issue was your fingers were getting swollen because of the pregnancy. I did not know exactly what should I compensate by buying a size bigger or yeah, but yeah, that went very well. So I got down on one knee and everybody started screaming, oh my gosh, it's gonna do it, it's gonna do it. I was like, yeah, nothing would make me happier than if you would accept to be my wife.
I remember I was so nervous. I was like, no, wait. No, he
You're
said,
pushing me. I didn't even get my yes until
like,
later on.
Before that, you were like, please stand up. I was like, no, wait. All I was worried about was the cake, the color of the cake. Because I always wanted, I love the relationship that I have with my mom. So I always wanted my firstborn to be a daughter. Because I know firstborns, when they are daughters, they get very responsible and yes.
And Gigi is defying all logic. She loves Daddy way too much.
No, but she has grown to be a mommy's little girl.
Oh, we always have this back and forth. Like, she looks like me now. She looks like you. She looks like.
But he has grown to look like me.
And
wait, but
maybe you guys should mention who Gigi looks the most like. The most like. Does she
mommy
look,
or daddy?
Does she look more like me or more like mommy?
Which is the truth?
No, the truth. Yes, not her truth. The truth. You guys advise.
But Mighty, just
okay, that's fine. She looks like you. She looks like you, Mutak. She looks like you. I was over the moon that we were gonna get a girl. I had always said I want my little girl to have attitude. Which I now in hindsight wish I did not do, because
she's giving us
have a diva.
Like, she's the most opinionated person ever. And she doesn't compromise for anything. And she grew up with that thing, guys. Like, Gigi would literally try something and it would fail. And immediately after it failing, she would do it immediately again. That was when she was still an infant, maybe like
standing up.
Because she started standing at 7 months.
Yeah.
Before she was crawling, she started standing before she could crawl.
And then she would use the table, the coffee table, to try and maneuver and but you could see the determination. She was not about to give up. She had a walking ring for 2 weeks. Was it only 3 weeks?
Yeah.
And she never used it again. She preferred to hold on to things and walk.
And she would literally cry to get herself out of that thing. Yeah. And so she's always had this.
Yeah. Speaking of Gigi, on the 28th of October 2016. 2018. 2016.
2016, brother.
28th.
On the 28th of October 2016.
Yeah, she blessed us with a present.
I remember we went to the hospital that day, and the doctor said, okay, around 6, be back at the hospital. We were very excited, guys. We were very extremely excited, and then we had to do our last minute shopping because you're like, oh, I forgot to buy this and that. Our bags were already packed, but we had some things that we needed to buy as well. I knew the baby had to come out, but both the C-section and the natural birth, they both terrified the hell out of me, and I was like, no ways, I'm not doing that. All I wanted was to hold my baby, but where the baby's gonna come out of, that when I was like, no ways.
Yeah, no. And then I was holding thumbs, hoping that the induction would not happen. So I guess maybe my wish came true, because the first one failed.
Yes. They came to take me around 5 in the morning, and I'd get mild contractions, but they were not too hectic.
Sure. I was so worried for you when you got contractions.
I remember, like, I got these contractions, and he was standing on my left side, and I felt like he was blocking the air from coming in, and I was like, no, move. And I didn't want to be rude, because I knew, like, whatever that I was going through, he was probably also going through, even though it was not physical for him. And I was like, okay, fine, because you know what, I hated this thing of people saying your hormones is hormones that. So I always made sure that I had my emotions intact, and I am not acting out of
Correct.
yes. I always make sure that even when those contractions came, I always had to like remember what they said. I had that voice at the back of my mind, so I was like, no, let me rather not. I remember they brought the theater attire, and they were like, catheter, blah 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 blah. Oh God, it's happening. And that time my mom,
he gave me my clothes, my uniform. You can't go in wearing that.
and they were like pushing me, and I was crying. Sister was like, no, you need to calm down. And she was very gentle with me. You need to calm down, otherwise you're gonna have high blood pressure, and your procedure's not gonna go well, and yeah, your emotions will be rising. I was like, no, but I can't do this. And I remember they were pushing me along when she wasn't there. Oh, he was there. And then all of a sudden, when I got to the theater, he wasn't there.
Because
and
I had to go and change.
I kept looking around it, and the doctor was like, no, your husband is coming.
Remember, I did not want to miss anything there, but I also felt like it could happen so that when I get there, it's done. I do not have to see you cry, because I thought you were going to cry and it was going to break my heart. But I was also so excited. I mean, this is our first child,
Ever.
like a person that we made. Yeah, it was for a while it was overwhelming.
Someone that we were looking forward to seeing.
And when they finally did what they had to do, because we had to sit on this side of a curtain. There was a curtain.
And there was a curtain hiding everything. And you were like, should I talk to you? Do you want me to stop talking? And I was like, no, don't stop. And he's like, okay, focus on. And he kept making his lame jokes. Like, my husband makes the most lame jokes ever.
It's dad jokes. Dad jokes kick in as soon as you become a dad. Apparently they are lame, but they feel funny to me.
And in my head I was like, I forgot what was happening. And I was like, oh Lord, here we go. And yeah, I was focusing on him. And I remember the doctor saying 14:20. It's like, what?
It's like time of death.
Yes, because usually on TV, before hearing her cry, he heard it before I did, because now I was focused on the 14:20, and he was like, Manchi, Banzi, Manchi, and I saw tears in his eyes, and she was crying, and she was crying so nicely. It wasn't even too loud, but she was crying so nicely. And Manchi, guys, he didn't even wait to be called.
Yeah, no, I went there when they were still putting her on the scale, and yeah, and
we were like, no, that is here. That is here. And the doctor offered to take a picture of us, and I was like, thank you, God. I remember those were like my first words. I was like, thank you, God. And he went there, and yeah, it was a beautiful scene to watch, but I couldn't exactly see what was happening because I was feeling all drowsy and numb. And the doctor came to me, all the doctors, they were like the one that puts you to sleep. I forgot, what do they call them? Anesthesian or something like that. Yeah, he came to me and said, well done, you did well. And then my doctor came as well, and it was like, well done. And the sisters, everyone was congratulating me. It was like everything went so smoothly. No, I thought that, and in my head I'm like, isn't that what's supposed to happen? Like, what else is supposed to happen? Why are they congratulating me so much?
Can it go wrong?
Hey,
like, how is it that
I asked them to bring the daddy, and the daddy came to give her her first outfit. Oh, and she looked. Oh, guys, you'll see the picture. Remember, like when she was like, it was kind of like big, and it had folds on it, and she was like screaming because she's always been a diva. And her mouth was pink, and she looked so unreal. She looked like too perfect. Like I was like, God.
She had freckles.
Yes.
And they disappeared.
She had freckles, and guys, she was the most perfect thing that I've ever seen in the world. I was like, God, I know I imagined a healthy baby, a beautiful baby, and this right here, I couldn't have imagined you designing something so precious, so perfect. And Yo, guys, I counted her fingers. They were 10. Her toes, they were 10. Yo. So thank you, guys.
Thanks for watching. If you are new to the channel, is it here? There's subscribe button and share, like,
comment,
go follow us
invite
on
your
Instagram.
friends, invite your colleagues to view our channel if you're enjoying it.